I want sex every day, sometimes 3 times a day.
Annie's very demanding when it comes to sex. I'm good for sex, but Annie wanted like 3-4 times a day. Like, who got that time? Like, I'm not a machine.
She's horny all the time.
After a long-distance relationship, Anne and Robert finally met in person. In their intimate life, irreconcilable conflicts immediately surfaced, and is a woman with boundless energy. She is young and vibrant, and seeks a high-quality sex life. Robert, however, is the exact opposite. He doesn't have a strong desire for sex, especially since he has to work hard to support his son and Anne. This mismatch in sexual needs led to constant conflicts between them in the bedroom, and complained that Robert lacked passion. Robert is intimidated by Anne's intense sexual desire. He feels like he's just being used. On top of that, Anne discovered that Robert is in a tight financial situation. He had originally promised to buy her designer clothes from brands like Chanel and Versace, but once Anne actually arrived in the US, Robert took her to a thrift store and told her to pick whatever she wanted from the pile of generic brands, and was absolutely furious with Robert. She'd rather go without new clothes than buy secondhand ones. However, reality forced Anne to compromise. Robert had given her a budget of only $400 and wanted a beautiful, luxurious gown. How could she possibly find the wedding dress of her dreams with such a small amount? And had no choice but to pick from a selection of cheap wedding dresses. But what infuriated and the most were Robert's parents. They believed and had ulterior motives for getting close to Robert, so they hoped she would reconsider whether Robert's financial situation met her expectations. After all, this concerned Bryson's future. His mother, Stephanie, even wanted to write in a check to buy her a plane ticket back to the Dominican Republic. They felt that if Anne didn't approve of Robert's income, her staying here would only cause her frustration and pain. They thought it would be better to pay for her to return home as soon as possible. Anne refused Stephanie's offer. She claimed she wasn't staying here for the money. She loved Robert and she loved Bryson, so she would stay wherever she wanted. It was none of their business. Stephanie was a bit upset. She believed and was only staying for a US green card. Dad even wanted to have and deport it, and stopped being polite and told them to go ahead and do it. It was only then that Robert spoke up. If Anne wanted to leave, he could buy her a plane ticket. No one else needed to worry about it. If they truly cared about Bryson, they could transfer the money to his account, instead of threatening people here. When it came to their relationship, both Anne and Robert might have had their grievances, but in the end, they were determined to get married.